Hey everybody, this is Randy Santel, Atlas, and this video was filmed on Tuesday, February 25th. We just finished up week number 6 of my Sexification 2020, which means we're halfway through. We've just got 6 weeks left to go until I start touring again. This video is part 1 of a 2-part series between this week's video and next week's video, both in response to the many thousands of concerned comments that we've been getting on our channels the past 7 or 8 months. I've been doing food challenges for almost 10 years now. My anniversary is coming up on March 19th, 2020. During my first 9 years, I didn't get anywhere close to the 373.9 pounds that I started this Sexification 2020 at. With all the many food challenges I do, we don't get time to post behind the scenes stuff and really anything besides the food challenge videos themselves. So in this video, I'm going to point out a few of the things that were different in 2019 that helped lead to me setting this new personal record. This isn't actually different than any other year, and yes, I know this is a double-edged sword, but I always go hard. I'd rather go 0% and go 100% on something else than go 95%. If I'm gonna commit to something, I go 100% all in. Magic Mitch and I have had many laughs over the years because before planning some of the food challenge tours, I've said, Mitch, this one's gonna be different. I'm not gonna be doing any 2-a-days, and I'm gonna start taking more breaks in between some of the food challenges. Then the tour schedules come out though, and I've got 9 2-a-days thrown in with 0 breaks. And then I rationalize it by saying if there ever comes a time where I actually wanna start going my version of half-ass, it's time to retire and be done with everything and move on. That response is kind of similar to what I say when people ask if I really am always very, very excited. And yes, I am, and if there ever comes a time where I'm not very, very excited, I'll know that it's time to retire and move on to something else. The biggest thing that happened in 2019 that really shook everything up is that I graduated in May with my 2nd bachelor's degree from Missouri State University, this time in nutrition and dietetics. From August 2016 through May 2019, during those 3 years, I had to take 6 4-month-long involuntary breaks from my food challenge tours to be here in Springfield, Missouri, focused on all my dietetics schoolwork, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts about that. After graduation, with no more involuntary breaks in place, it was up to me, my responsibility, to take enough voluntary breaks, and as we all know, I obviously didn't do a very good job with that. Even just 2 days later, after graduation, my friend Scott and I went to China, and I did a few food challenges there, and I was pretty much traveling, touring, doing food challenges up until a few days before Christmas. I know I took the whole month of September off, but other than that, I really only took a few weeks off, a few days off here and there. A lot of people commented on that throughout the last half of the year, the lack of breaks on many of my tour schedule update posts. Now let's talk about my goals. My original plan was to begin my required dietetic internship in August of last year, but I made a last-minute audible in February, and I actually withdrew my internship applications and decided to instead take some time off to travel around doing food challenges to grow my social media so that I could put myself in a much better position to be the world's #1 social media dietitian, which will now be in 2022. With that goal in mind, since I knew I was going to have so much more free time available with no more involuntary restrictions, we bumped Arthur Davis up to full time so we could post a total of 4 new food challenge videos per week. Let me tell you what, if you didn't guess this already, maintaining 4 new food challenge videos per week is a lot. And while I don't regret it, it was way more difficult than I originally thought it would be. Things really got crazy during the 4th quarter of last year when I was already super heavy, but I knew I wanted to take this long sexification break. But in order to do that, we had to have enough videos to sustain us during the break, which finally ends in April. I'll bring this up again in next week's video, but we will be shifting back down to just 3 videos per week in April once I get back to touring again. If you do the math, we will have been at 4 videos per week for around 40 weeks total, and if you didn't know again, an extra video per week is a lot. That is 40 more food challenge videos that we had to film because of the aggressive 4 videos per week schedule. And to end this point, everything definitely did work Thanks to all of my team's effort, we grew by over 300,000 Facebook followers and over 300,000 YouTube subscribers just in 2019, which is incredible. The fourth and final point to discuss is time. Time is a finite commodity for each of us. We only have 24 hours in each day, no more, no less. All we can hope to do is maximize our efficiency so we can accomplish as much as we can in each set of 24 hours by throwing strikes. A massive majority of my food challenges in 2019 took place here in the United States. I do fly from city to city if the cities are very far apart, but otherwise it's me driving, and if I'm driving, I really don't get much else done. Between all the traveling time, all the time it takes to properly post the 4 videos per week, and all of the time it takes to do all the other stuff to manage the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and other social media platforms, in addition to everything I do for foodchallenges.com and all of the work that we have to do for the marketing and event promotions for all of the daily food challenges, there was not much time left to do a whole lot of working out and exercise. We're going to talk about how 2020 is going to be different in next week's video, but for now, let's check out how week number 6 went now that we're halfway done with Sexification 2020, and hence, week 6 went very well. I thought I was done with all the water fluctuations and stuff after last week. We only lost 2.8 pounds, but I was happily wrong, so let's check it out. The entire week went very well. I went home on Friday for the weekend to see Mom and Dad, and we had a big Santel family party on Sunday. I wasn't too happy because Stacy wouldn't fit into the upgraded rental car that I got, so I wasn't able to spend on Saturday or Sunday, and I didn't make my 150-mile goal for the week, so I had to do my 3-hour ride yesterday. Didn't have the scale with me either, so we did a weigh-in this morning, and like I said, it went really well. So with 6 strikes and 1 spare, with the spare being on Sunday, the family party day, I had a few more extra calories to get myself ready for the Monday evening ride once I was home, but stepped on the scale this morning, 334.2 pounds, which was very surprising. So glad to be back under 340, and I'm finally under a 40 BMI, but it was a total loss for the week of 10.9 pounds, which is crazy. Of course, keep in mind that wasn't all fat, some water fluctuation and other stuff. We'll see what I weigh in next week, but it's a total loss for the 6 weeks. I'm halfway through. 39.7 pounds, so almost 40 pounds in just 6 weeks, which is awesome. So very happy with the progress. Looking forward now that I'm thinner, able to work out harder, longer, feeling a whole lot better than I did at the beginning. We got 6 weeks to go, gonna power through and dominate. But thank you guys for watching this video, much appreciated. Thanks especially to everybody that has watched all 6 of these initial Sexification 2020 videos, but 6 more upcoming. Look forward to reading all of your feedback and comments down below, but thanks for your continued support. Until my next video, this is Randy Santel, Atlas, hoping you guys always, always, always win before you begin. Thanks for watching.